Good morning and welcome to my first Facebook Live today. This is Thursday the 19th today. Okay, bear with me, I'm just going to refresh my computer and hopefully I'll be able to get me up, the live up. Yay! Okay, so I'm sorry I haven't said hello to anybody yet. So, oh, and I don't want to mash the samples. Let's put that up there. Okay, so, I'm so nervous, but so excited to finally be able to share with you my latest collection, which is Sweet Meadow. So, yeah, it's really exciting, but very nerve-wracking. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the comments as well. So it's lovely that so many of you can join. I know it's a bit of a silly time with the school run that Catherine's just said about, work of course, but all the products go live at 9 o'clock, so I wanted to come on and just show everybody what we have, and didn't want to wait till 8 o'clock this evening, obviously, because then you've all seen it and I want to be the one to show you. So I'm going to flip the cat. What I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to show you the products. I'm going to show you some of the boards that I've done. I'm going to show you some sample cards, but not many sample cards this morning because I've got a big box for tonight. The design team have just been absolutely amazing. So, and I think that really shows how good a collection is when the design team sends such amazing samples. So I do just want to go through a few things. I've pinned a list of stockists to the top of my Julie Hickey Designs Facebook page, and they are all the people that have them in stock, and they will be live now ready for you to buy. So there's a list of stockists of everyone who has them in stock now, ready to ship out to you. It's only for the retailers, so it's not going on the television. So if you do like what you see, you need to go and click on one of the links on my post, and that will take you to the stockists. Also, I've made the Pinterest boards live as well, so there is lots of amazing inspiration. Each product, as I go through it, has its own Pinterest board, and all the design team makes and everything are on the Pinterest boards. So I think that was all I wanted to say. I'm going to be back at 8 o'clock tonight for a more in-depth look at everything, lots more samples. I'm going to show you how beautiful the dies cut and everything that are in the collection that I will show you in just a minute. So I will flip the camera and get on. Bear with. Okay, so now I'll bring my light back in and see, it's all the packaging, never mind, that's as best as I can get it. Okay, when I bring the products up, I'll pick each product up. So the collection is called Sweet Meadow, and so this is my Sweet Meadow stamp. This is the one that kicked it all off. Yeah, oh thank you, I like the hearts. It's nice to know that you love it as well. So we've got lots of new flowers in here, only Julie flowers obviously, not meant to be anything specific, but yeah, so this is all the new hand-drawn flowers for Sweet Meadow. Then we've got Sweet Meadow Blooms, which are the flowers that are in the Sweet Meadow, but I've given you two stems, and one faces left and one faces right, so that you can build your own bunches of flowers, bouquets of flowers. It just gives you so much more versatility. And we've also got this stamp here, which I'm not sure what it's meant to be, but I really love it. And when you see some of the sample cards with it, it is absolutely beautiful. So all the different flower heads can go on these two different stems, but you'll also see from the samples later on that the die cut flowers work beautifully with the stems as well. And I have to say, I've been telling the design team that I think this is my best collection yet. And I've just seen that Philip has said the same. So then we have Bouquet of Blooms, and this is actually like two corners. they're two different corners, but you can link them together and you can turn them into a frame. You can create a wreath with them. You'll see from the samples there's lots that you can do. And then also giving you the flowers that feature on the corners. But I've also, these are smaller, so they will layer up, obviously, but they're not the same size as the stamp. So it's just giving you more and more versatility. And I found these really useful. I actually made a frame and I use these little flowers, just use one of the corners, but I use these little flowers to fill in the gaps. So that's Bouquet of Blooms. And then being asked, and I know that Hazel's been asking me a lot as well, about having some bigger sentiments to make these the focal point on your cards. And so I agreed. I thought it'd be really nice. And I love the mix of the very plain font, but with that fancy font on that particular word that we're trying to pull out and make, you know, that statement on your card. So these are called Sweet Sentiments. And we've got, to my lovely friend, wishing you the most wonderful birthday in joy. Wishing you a day as special as you are. Sending love and hope. Sending sunshine and smiles today and always, and shine bright. So lots of different occasions that they will work for birthdays, friendship cards, for sympathy cards, encouragement cards. Hope your day is as special as you are. That could be a wedding card, engagement card, just about anything really. So lots of different occasions. And when you see them, they emboss beautifully. But when you see them on the cards, you'll just be amazed. And then onto the dies. So this is a big die set. So this is the stamp. It's big. So I wanted to be able to show you that you're getting all the different bits that you're getting in here. So we've got the retro daisy in the 4 different sizes, and I will show you some beautiful sample cards for this. We've got 3 different centers for the flowers. So these give us our lovely stamens, and they just look fabulous in mirror card or glitter card, just beautiful. And then these cut the thinnest flowers out, but not only are you getting the piece that cuts it out, but you get the inside petals as well, and you get the shadow. And then you get the same for the daisy and the same for this flower as well. So if I bring my board in and show you, so hang on, I've got the leaves as well. So this is how they die cut. Oh, and you've got the hearts as well. I forgot those, sorry. And you get the centers for the flowers obviously as well. So these beautiful, oh, it's got crushed. These beautiful stamens and how they cut out. And look how fine those flowers are. Oh my God, when we got the samples, I was so pleased. And then also you get the shadows, which makes them really useful. And then these are, you get the paper pieces as well. So you get those center petals. So there is so much you can do with them. So I'm just going to bring one sample in. This is, Emma Smith has made this. So Emma usually makes a wreath, or every now and again, when I ask her, it's like, Em, can we have one of your wreaths, please? I mean, just look how beautiful that is. I counted them yesterday. She's die cut everything 34 times to create this. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to show you more samples as well. So, and then next up in the collection is lovely leaves. So this, again, we've got a heart, we've got 2 sprigs, and we've got 2 leaves. And again, they're going to cut you that beautiful, fine outline, but they also cut you the inside as well. There's no shadows for these ones, but they do cut the outside and give you the inside for paper piecing. So again, look how fine that leaf is. Isn't it beautiful? And it's just so good for so many different occasions. I particularly think this one is great for a sympathy card, because you just need that cut on a card. I mean, I love this as well with the bits put back in, and you get the little one, and again you get the little bits to put in. You get a frame heart and the inside heart. Oh, I'm glad you're loving them as well. This beautiful one as well, where you get that really fine delicate leaf, but again to paper piece. And then I've given a couple of leaves as well, and I know, like these heat embossed in a metallic colour, they just look like faux metal embellishments. They are absolutely beautiful. So what can I show you? Let's bring Hazel's in. So Hazel's made this lovely picture. She's made the frame because that's what Hazel does. She's so good at that. And she's used the leaves. How striking. In fact, I'm going to bring two samples in side by side. And I wasn't going to, I was going to show you it, but not ready till tonight, because there's a die on it that isn't available yet, but it will become, it will be coming, so it won't be long. So Jo has made this picture, and it is, honestly, it's beautiful. It's out of glitter cards, lots of glittery cardstock in there. I can't pick it up very well, and the light keeps coming on. But this has got all the leaves in it, and then she's used it with Merry Christmas. And that is exactly the same leaf. And how different do they look in the glitter and vellum as opposed to in black? How striking are those leaves on those and on the flowers. Hazel's die cut the flowers from pattern papers and then added that beautiful black outline. It just, and look at the lovely friend. So she's cut into the sentiments. You can actually cut into them as well. So you don't have to use them in their fullest or as they are. Okay, let me just pop those down. So that is the collection. I'm going to move the products out of the way. I'm going to bring some more samples in and show you. So these are the flower. I die cut this one, and this is out of Miri card. And because it's Miri card, it is so difficult to photograph, but it is so beautiful, and they are so fine. And those centres as well. So again, this is different colour Miri boards, but all with gold middles. And I've done a embossed background to it. And then you get something, actually I should be able to put lots out. Then Marion has done this. How beautiful is that? With those that ink in the background. And then the white silhouette put on the top. It's just beautiful. So she's inked a background and die cut it, so you get all the bits for the inside of the petals. And then she's added that white layer on the top. Isn't it beautiful? And she's used it with foilables. So we've got a beautiful, let me get it in the light, silver foil during my thoughts. And then this one from Philippa. How lovely is this with the die cuts layered together? So you've got 3 layers of flowers and offset them. And again, she's cut into the Shine Bright as well, but she's also used the centres on the flowers, and it's all out of Miri card. Got some black in there and some silver, and like a really soft, oh, it's beautiful, like a champagne colour. Absolutely stunning. And then the contrast, I'm going to put them all out because it's really lovely that you see them. So the contrast of Hazel's, where she's used the shadow, or sorry, the outline, so the bit you get, but she's made a stencil from it, and she's actually ink blended through the stencil and then just die cut the outline flowers and put those on the top. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? And I have to say, I am sort of seeing some comments coming up, but they're all scrolling up so quickly. But thank you, because I can tell, like, there's some lovely compliments out there about the collection, so I'm so pleased that you are loving it as well. And then this one from Emma as well, where she's die cut from Miri card and from cream and black. And look at all those little retro daisies that she's cut from Miri card in the background. And she's used my layers, banners and frames rectangle die to get that lovely mirror board. Look at the embossing on it. It's gorgeous. So it just shows how all the collections, I mean, this is one of the very beginning ones. Everything works together. She's used all the centres from the little retro daisies as little embellishments as well. Look how beautiful that sentiment looks, and it's heat embossed. Absolutely stunning. And then this is an easel card. So it's just so hard to get that. Look at the inside. Even if that was just on the front of a card, how beautiful is that? But absolutely stunning. So just how different it all looks. And then these ones that Jo has done, I love these, with this lovely bright strips of rainbow card in the background. And then she's over stamped her sentiment and just put 2 of the black flowers together, but overlapped them. And how different does that look when you start layering them together and overlapping them? So you've got a totally different flower. Absolutely beautiful. And then I've got one more from Jo. Might actually be able to get these all out in one go. How lovely. How beautiful is this? And this is what I meant, where you can use the stamp stems to stamp those out and then add the die cut flowers from your dies. So the stamps and the dies, it works beautifully together. I love that. Absolutely gorgeous. So they're my flower cards that I'm going to show you this morning. And now I'm going to move on to the leaf cards that with the samples that we've got for the leaves. Oh, I'm going to show you one. Actually, I'm going to show you two more things. I'm going to be naughty. I don't have anything for tonight. Okay, I'll show you one more thing. Look at this box. Isn't this stunning? Look at those flowers. That honestly, I cannot get over how beautiful that thin die cut. It is so lovely. This Emma Smith has done this again. Beautiful out of the foil. She's used the leaves and she's foiled and then put the paper behind. And look at that sentiment as well. It is just, I am so chuffed. I am so pleased. I really do think this is the best collection that I've done yet. I really do. Okay, so on to our leaf samples. This one is one that Jo has done. Again, she's used the dinky dies, the circle ones. Beautiful with that sentiment on there. And I love how she's die cut the leaves out of all those different rainbow colours. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely stunning. And then this beautiful one from Philippa. Again, out of Miri card. And then she's got, now, yeah, she's put different colours inside. So she's got blues to purples to reds. And it just, honestly, that is just gorgeous. The simplicity of it. But it's amazing. Beautiful one from Marion, where she's die cut, filled the leaves up again, and then she's embossed with this beautiful embossing powder in the centre. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, use one of the foilables, but not foiled it. So just as it comes. Perfect. Really nice and easy. A go-to, a grab and add, definitely. And then this beautiful one from Marion, where this is her pouncing, embossing technique that is behind here. And she's die cut the leaves and then put it over the top. So she's die cut her leaf, but put it over the top of the embossing. And she has foiled her sentiment this time, but again, from the foilables. So again, absolutely stunning. Then we have this one from Hazel. A lovely, now I think this is called an inverted stepper, but I can never remember the names of them. But how beautiful is that? And the shimmer in the background. And then Hazel's done the leaves, but she's coloured the insides of them. And how doesn't that make them pop off the card? And I love how she's added, so she's got black ones on her card, but then she's die cut white and added these to the fronts of her card. So just little elements of it. Really good to cut into as well and use. So don't feel you have to use the whole of the die cut. You can quite easily cut into them. Okay, I think that was all I picked for the leaves. It is. So I'm going to move now. I'm going to move on to Sweet Meadow next. So I'm going to pop these away. And I do, like I say, I have a huge, great big box of more samples for tonight. So you won't necessarily see these again. I'm sure there will be others that you'll see. So this is the Sweet Meadow. This is Philippa's card. Beautifully coloured. Love the colours she's used. But she's also used the Sweet Meadow Blooms stamp set in the background in the grey, just to give you that little bit of interest. But then she's over stamped with the Sweet Meadow, and really, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then we've got this one from Hazel. It's really funny because I love how everybody's done one of these and coloured it. But how lovely is that? Beautiful easel card. She's used the Sweet Meadow Blooms as her stop, so the flower heads, and decorated. But I love how, and this actually is easier to see inside, Hazel stamped the Sweet Meadow in the green in the background, just to give you that little bit of interest, and the same on the front, and then stamped again and coloured it to give you that main interest on your card. And again, being able to use the little flower heads just to add that little finishing touch up in that corner. And look at that sentiment. Aren't they fab? I think they're going to be real go-to sentiment stamps. I really do. And I just think the fonts that we've chosen go well for male cards, for female cards. They'll work for both. And then this one that Jo has done, she's done it onto my scallop rectangle, so my layers, banners and frames. She's used my banners sentiments a lot as well, actually. And she's stamped and just stamped onto it and coloured it. How beautiful is that? And she's got a little wash of blue and green. So it starts at blue at the top and goes down to green. And it just gives you that really lovely bit of interest to the background. Beautiful. Again, lovely colouring. And that little touch of heat embossing as well. So then this one is from Emma, and this, I want to get this in the light because this, there you go, this is heat embossed, and I was blown away by how fine. I'm going to bring it up and see if my camera focuses better, but how fine is that? And that is heat embossed. And I asked what she did because I was like, how do you get your embossing to look so beautiful? And Emma uses VersaFine Clair and then embosses with clear embossing powder. So you get the lovely black from the ink pad and then the clear embossing powder on the top, which gives you that lovely, lovely shine to it. And I love how she's coloured it with those different, just, it's not keeping inside. She's gone over and added bits of colour to her leaves and things and brought out details, but the wash in the background is stunning. And then we all as the design team absolutely loved this card from Marion. So, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, but so simple. She's stamped the design in 3 different colours. So she's got a very pale colour, a slightly deeper colour, and then this grey colour. And then she's splattered with water and heat embossed. And it's absolutely beautiful. Love it. So let me see. Then I've got one last card. This one is from Hazel again. She's used the, I wish I could think what that flower could look like. But anyway, she's used that flower for the background. And then she's added some more and really done those in dramatic colours. So that red really makes them pop. And it's a lovely Z-fold card. Again, she's used my scallop rectangle to create the fronts of her card and carried the theme on inside. Just, it's so beautiful. And they're all so different as well. I mean, we've all done a colouring one, but this is from the Sweet Meadow Blooms, and this one is the Sweet Meadow Blooms as well. And that one's got, in fact, lots of them have got Sweet Meadow Blooms on. In fact, those 2 are the only 2 that haven't. These have all got Sweet Meadow Blooms on. So that's the Sweet Meadow and Sweet Meadow Blooms for now. Lots more to show you tonight. And then we've got Bouquet of Blooms. So I haven't got any individual ones for the sentiments because they're on all the cards. Then this one, beautiful, from Hazel, onto a lovely piece of pattern paper. And then I'm assuming it's pattern paper. I don't know if she's actually, I know what Hazel's like. She might have made the paper. Anyway, it's either pattern paper or Hazel has inked it. She's on watching, so she might tell us. And then she's stamped and coloured the designs. How beautiful is that? And you could do those in so many different colours. Absolutely stunning. I am so lucky to have such talented design team. I really am. And then this one from Philippa. I love this. I love the colour palette that she's used. We've got some yellows, we've got some blues, we've got that tealy green in there as well. In fact, Philippa, I would love to know what colours you have used. And this is a card that's got little concertina bit, and so inside you've got more with the frames and to my lovely friend. And I love how she's used the dinky hexagons as well, and that frame that it creates around the edge. And she's even brought the centres of the flowers into it because it looks like the stamp as well. So how beautiful is that? But yeah, I'd be interested to know what colours you've used there. And then this one, very clean, very simple. This was one of mine, but look how beautiful that embosses that sentiment. That's in my favourite platinum. But I then just stamped in black and coloured with my distressed oxide. So it's probably picked raspberry. It might be kitsch lemon. No, it's kitsch flamingo, ripe persimmon and mowed lawn, and a little bit of dried marigold. And then lastly, got this one from Emma where she's combined, again, look how beautiful that is embossed. So fine, so much detail. And again, I love how she's coloured this in with the inks. So beautiful. And the sentiment again, stamped and embossed. And again, I believe this is dinky square frames. That is definitely a frame. And then she's put some of the die cut flowers on as well. So the stamps and the dies work so beautifully together as well. So that's the inspiration for this morning. So I'm going to flip the camera back to me, I think. Bear with me. Okay, so I just want to thank so many of you joining me for so early in the morning. And I will be back at 8 o'clock this evening. Don't forget, I have put a post at the top of my Facebook page linking to all the people that have the products in stock and are ready to ship. And the Pinterest boards for any inspiration, which is Julie Hickey Design. Oh, sorry, it's pinterest.com/Julie Hickey Designs. And there are sample Pinterest boards for every single product. So if you particularly like Sweet Meadow, you can go to the Sweet Meadow board. If you like the flower dies, you can go to the flower die board and get inspiration from there. Don't forget, it's not going to be on the television. It's only from our stockists. So I'm just reading some of the messages that are popping up. Thank you so much. Honestly, it means so much to me. Do get very nervous about it all and just hope that you're going to love it as much as I do. But yeah, so thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you this evening at 8 o'clock. And we'll do a bit of die cutting and show you just how beautiful those flowers and leaves die cut. Okay, I will see you soon. Have a fabulous day. What's that? I missed that. I'll go back and read all the comments. And if there's any questions or anything that haven't been answered, I will answer them. And thank you for all the hearts and everything. It does mean ever such a lot. Okay, I'll see you this evening. Have a lovely day. Bye.